Hi, Genevieve Jacobs from Region Media in the quite spectacular surroundings of the brand new Snow Concert Hall at Canberra Grammar, ahead of the beginning of the international series that's being curated by Anna de la Vega. Anna is a renowned flautist. She's travelled and performed all over the world, but come back home. Anna, I want to start with you before we get to this amazing venue and what's on the program for this Saturday, because I know it all started on a farm in Kiama, didn't it?
It did. It absolutely did. I use the line often, but I'll say it again for new listeners. When I decided to be a flautist, I'd never seen a flute. I grew up on a farm riding horses and swimming in rivers, and I heard Mozart for the first time by chance over the radio, and I became completely obsessed and made that my dream and my journey.
That's led you to an international career, and you've worked extensively in Europe. I understand the pandemic brought you home. What brought you here to Canberra, though?
This unbelievable hall. And I could not be more excited about what we can do here because of this hall. Artists follow acoustics. We need these incredible spaces to do what we do, and I believe the capacity here in Canberra. And also, I have a passion that our capital city it becomes part of the beaten track, because we find so much goes to Melbourne and Sydney and Brisbane, and not the greatest artists don't often stop by Canberra.
Well, look, you're certainly looking to remedy that, and I spent a lot of time in the arts scene, and a theatre this size is something that's certainly urgently needed in Canberra in the performing arts, so it's a little more than a 900-seater. So tell me about the international series and your vision for curating this in a space that's really intended for all sorts of Canberrans to enjoy. It's not just a school hall, it's for lots and lots of other people.
Yes, absolutely. So I have been fortunate enough, as you have said, to have spent many years overseas and to have been able to perform with great artists and make these incredible contacts. And I am passionate, as I said at the beginning, as I started as just a normal Aussie farm girl who knew nothing about music, and I by chance fell across classical music and the unbelievable beauty and transforming, inspiring nature of that art form. I am so excited about potentially introducing that to more Australians through the vehicle and the opportunity of this hall, but to bring the great artists that I've been lucky enough to meet and to have contact with to Australia. A lot of the ones that are coming, it was via text message or Facebook, how's about it? There's a new hall, and I'm so excited to be able to give back. And obviously, yes, the pandemic brought me home, but there is something that happens to Australians where, you can take the Australian out of Australia, but you cannot take the Australian out of the girl, so to say. And there's something clicked. When the borders were closed and the concerts were shut, I just went, I have to go home. And now I have an opportunity to give back from my very lucky, privileged position of being able to be overseas and learn from the best and perform on the greatest stages.
So there's a whole series of concerts coming up, but we start on Saturday, on May 20, and with the Melbourne Chamber Orchestra, who are a brilliant outfit, with you, obviously, as the solo performer. Talk to us about the program.
So it starts with Mozart's Kleine Nacht music. So the first 5 seconds of this work is possibly the best known in all of the literature. Unbelievable piece of music and really celebratory, which I felt was, the perfect opening for the first time that the hall is open to the wider community. Then Barber's absolutely melancholic, glorious Adagio for strings, which is it's so beautiful that I don't think I should talk about it, because, there's this famous quote, where words leave off, music begins. So that I should not try there, but it's Barber's Adagio for strings. And then I play the Vivaldi Concerto Tempesta di Mare, which is full of firecrackers and stormy seas. Half-time, then Elgar's Serenade for strings, which is the first work that he ever said he was proud of and considers the first of his repertoire. And then Stamets Firecracker Flute Concerto, lots of trills, lots of scales.
So lots of excitement ahead of us too. Yes. It's a beautiful program, and one that just traverses the Western canon and exemplifies the best of what the Melbourne Chamber Orchestra and what a star flautist has to offer. So in the surrounds of the Snow Concert Hall, designed for all Canberrans to enjoy a gorgeous acoustic, a beautiful space, and the pleasures of the very best of classical music. And it's so nice to be able to talk to you. So that's Saturday, May 20, but lots more to look out for too. And the Snow Concert Hall actually has its own website, so you can find some more information there. And it's so great to talk to you. I hope it's really successful. I think this is a really exciting idea.
Well, I do too, and I hope this is the honeypot, and I hope the bees will come, both in terms of artists and our audience, because there is a vision and it involves education for all young Australians and access to these artists. So I really hope together that we can all make this something really, really exciting.
So it's buzz in, not buzz off. I'm Genevieve Jacobs, and this is Region Media.